What's up everyone, it's your boy Racing97 aka Nathan Stapleton, and welcome everyone to Lanier Raceway, and it is time for the season opener for the third and final Amsoil ARCA Series of the season, and it is the season opener for season 1 of the Amsoil East Series here for 2023. The series is just like the West Series, but of course obviously on the East Coast. 7 races, 16 drivers, but 16 completely different drivers, and I must say we have a stacked field of 16 drivers. Now, only one driver in 7 races will be crowned champion, and this series is also different. Obviously, different racetracks, obviously different drivers with a stacked field, but this series is the only series where I'm gonna have the same co-content for all 7 races. And that content is Wassup It. Welcome up here to the booth for Amsoil East Series, and welcome to Lanier.
Thank you, Nathan. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to Lanier. I actually don't think we've been here, but anyway, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, Nathan, to the racetrack. It has been a while since we have been up here together, and I believe because it's short track racing, the series, that's what the series is all about. I think that we're gonna have a very good race. I think we're gonna have a really competitive, tough nails season. I think we're gonna be in for one heck of a season.
Yeah, for sure. Never been to Lanier before, and of course the Amsoil ARCA Series will be here tomorrow for their race number 3 of the season. And the East Series is a companion series here, and I have to wait and see what the many ARCA drivers can possibly learn here in this video apps before the 63 lap event here tomorrow. But you mentioned short track racing. All 7 races are short tracks, but they're all a little bit different from each other compared to all the other short tracks. This is how the schedule goes for the East Series. It kicks off here today at Lanier, and then on Halloween we race at Stafford for the first time ever on the channel. That's a totally different beast. And then we go to Iowa and Richmond. Those two tracks are similar but also different at the same time. Then we go to IOP, then Toledo, and the season finale at New Smyrna. So they're all short tracks, but they're all a little bit different from each other. So for these 16 drivers, what do you think they might be looking forward to for these 7 races?
Well, in this series, especially, we see some returning names from like the Truck Series and the Cup Series. Jack Haas being one of them. Shane Wensloff, racing for Venturini, who's starting on the outside pole position. They all raced in the Truck Series, which were bigger tracks. Now we are on the shorter tracks, so we definitely have new drivers who have set their driving mindset to short track. Jack Haas and Shane Wensloff are still focused on the bigger track, so it's definitely going to be a mixture and a real challenge to see who can adapt better to these racing conditions, from the intermediates to super speedways to now racing on totally different tracks like Lanier here, like at a short track.
Yeah, without doubt. And you mentioned short tracks. Half of the schedule for the Amsoil ARCA Series are short tracks, and of course, all 7 races for the East and West Series, but minus 1 more, of course, for the West Series, are on short tracks. So short tracks is dominant here this following winter, and we are on the shortest short track of them all, 0.37 miles here, just over just over a third of a mile here, and it's gonna be a wild one for sure. A preview before tomorrow's race 3 for the main ARCA Series, and let's take a look at these 16 drivers here for the season of the East Series. On the pole is not Shane Wensloff, it's Seth Cole, a great driver in the community, and he's on pole, and alongside him is Shane Wensloff. In row number 2, we got Jack Haas and Brad Stover in the 55. And then in row number 3, we have the number 1 of Matthew Burnett, who won one of his heat races in the Richard Hollywood Safety Trout last week. And alongside him is the number 18 of Justin Perez. In row number 4, we have the number 30, that's Kenneth Miller, and the number 60 of Hillgel Alonso, another well-known name in the community. In row number 5, we got the number 01 of Owen Miles and the number 48 of Nick Lopez, a new driver to the channel. In row number 6, we got the number 15 of Eric Monaco and the number 02 of Elijah Gordon, who is a massive name in the community, and Conley was enough to join me in the booth there, last week. In row number 7, we got the number 10 of Jason Albert and the number 17 of Reese Michaels. And then in row number 8, running out the 16-car field is Colin Teague and Chase Harris. So some really big names here in the Amsoil A Series going after this title for 7 races here. And let's go ahead and get these drivers rolling off for the Reese's Big Cup 200. And what do you think we will see here in this short 50-lap race?
Well, from what we've seen so far, I expect a lot of side-by-side, but if the leader gets ahead of that side-by-side in 3-wide action that we will guaranteed see today, and the leader's just going to be gone. Who will the leader be? Who knows? Nathan to racing with us.
Here we go. Let's kick off the Amsoil E Series with a bang. At the short track of them all on the schedule, we are going flag racing for the Reese's Big Cup 200 at Lanier Speedway. A wild start already to a 3-wide in the field, and we will see this a lot here to a 3-wide and sometimes even 4-wide. Winslow is going to try to maintain as it's going to try to run this outside lane. This track is going to be very multi-groove, but Seth Cole's going to get clear of Winslow, and Winslow is going to get clear from Matthew Burnett as they are 4-wide behind him.
4 wide, the 55 just smacked the wall. Got to make sure that does not cause a wreck. He is very high up into that groove. They keep it clean back to 3-wide racing. That was an amazing opening 3 laps right there. I was going to say before the 4-wide there, the one of Matthew Burnett in that Toyota Camry who has caught 20 of Wenzloff, got an amazing start, passed a bunch of cars on the inside starting from the 3rd lane, and is now creeping his way up to P2 to see if he can challenge for it. But right now, the 05, or the 06 rather, my fault, is gone.
Yeah, Winslow was all over the back bumper of Seth Cole, but I think a couple of laps ago, Winslow just went way wide in 3 and 4 right here and now. We got a battle for the 2nd place spot between Matthew Burnett and Shane Winslow, and now this is going to be a little bit of a tough pass to make unless Burnett has a wicked fast car, and I think he just might have a wicked fast car as he easily is going to get past Shane Winslow for that 2nd place spot. And here comes the number 60 of Pedro Alonso. Might get to this inside of Jack Carson. As we can tell, Bronson already 3 and 4 wide and already a lot of different groups here at Lanier.
3 and 4 wide indeed, especially in the back half of the field. They are all over the place. You can see there's still 3 wide. That is the last 3 wide battle of this field. They are going at it. They are not giving any room. They are not giving any breathing room to anybody. The 55 makes contact with the 30. He's going to slide up. Is he going to smack the wall? No, he's going to keep it down below, side by side between the cars up front. That's the 60 and the 11 of Jack Haas. They're stuck up that outside.
And sometimes the inside lane works, and sometimes that outside lane works, and sometimes that middle lane works. Jack Haas making that 2nd lane work. And now he's going to try a little bit higher in 3 and 4 as Alonso is going to run a little bit higher. Top 3 are broken away. And Matthew Burnett trying to catch up with Seth Cole from the pole, pulling away. But only a 0.7 of a second gap between the top 2. But Seth Cole did gain a little bit last time by still side by side for the 4th place position.
Goodness, Alonso is not giving any room to Jack Haas there on the inside. He's finally going to give it up, and Jack Haas moves up to the P4 position. He can finally take a breather. There's the 10 and the 15 going at it. That is Jason Albert there on that inside, but now they're maybe a little 3 wide there, almost almost there. The 15 of Eric Monaco, also there, stuck up that outside. He's trying to fight back for anything that he can get. I think his best bet might just to back off from the outside to go back to the inside and challenge from there. But honestly, I feel like the 20 and the 1 move, changing focus to the front, to the leaders, they are catching the 06, and they're probably catching him fast. I'm not sure if they've gained anything, but
little bit last
they
lap.
visibly, yeah, a little bit. They've visibly caught him.
Yeah, Seth Cole did have almost a 9th of a second gap. Now it's down to, oh yeah, Seth Cole's losing ground limit from 0.88 to 0.83, and now it's down to 0.78. So Seth Cole might not have a long one car, and Burnett is making some great speed on that second lane in the middle of the race route. But now he goes way wide in 1 and 2, out of the groove, and that might slow him down a little bit here. But he's going to run the lower lane in 3 and 4. Have to see if that really affects him here this lap, and it didn't really. And no, it did. It's down to, it went back up to 9/10 almost. So that really messed up Burnett right there, and now he's back to running the first and second lane.
You would have thought that getting up that high would have, gotten the tires dirty with all the marbles there stuck up that outside, but no, he is still cruising. The 06, Seth Cole, going a little wider. The gap closed just by a tiny margin, but still clawing his way back. Matthew Burnett is. I was thinking that Burnett might have not even had to worry about, the lap traffic that they might catch here in the next 10 or so laps. But, I mean, pure pace, I think Burnett might get him here in the next 5-10 laps.
Yeah, as long as Burnett does not make that same mistake again by going way wide out of the groove, Burnett is slowly catching Seth Cole each and every lap. And the challenging thing is, he does go way wide. And 3 and 4 that time. Yeah, that's not
ideal right there.
And he lost all of his ground. He went from 6/10 of a second all the way back up to almost a second. So every time Matthew Burnett makes that mistake and goes way wide out of the groove is pretty wide here at Lanier. It's 3 lanes wide for the most part, but if you get in that 4th lane, you lose all the momentum. And with this being a bull lane, essentially, you have to keep up with that momentum. And Burnett has to try and make up all that ground once again from 9/10 to 8/10.
And he made up so much ground there, and now it's all going to waste. Just hopefully Burnett does not make that same issue, because while on paper 50 laps seems like a lot, they've already passed halfway. We are on lap 29 of 50, and there is not that much race left. Matthew Burnett needs to hustle. He needs to limit those mistakes so that he can challenge for this lead when it's all said and done.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Normally, a 50 lap race on like a mile and a half would be a pretty decently long race, but these guys are clicking off these lap times at 13 seconds a lap. And when I said that this is the shortest short track on the season, I meant it. This is probably going to be one of the faster races on the season.
There he goes again!
The one. Burnett has made 3 mistakes by running that outside lane, and Seth Cole, I think he is not as fast as Burnett, but he's not made any mistakes that we know of up to this point, and that's why Seth Cole is still out front. Burnett is obviously pushing this one Phoenix Racing car to the limit, and he's made 3 mistakes now.
And Burnett not only needs to keep his gap to Seth Cole, he goes a little wider there, but he also needs to watch out for the 20 there. The camera just panned to him. That is Shane Wenzeloff, though it doesn't seem like the gap between Burnett and Wenzeloff is getting any closer side by side there between the 01, that is Owen Miles, and then the 60 of Alonso. Alonso has caught him going side by side once more. Alonso's going to try on that outside, but I think there's just too many marbles to make anything there. I mean, we'll see what happens from there, but I mean, the battle for the lead is pretty much the only notable thing besides this, but it seems like Owen Miles may be getting him there, and maybe in the next few corners here, he might clear him. There it is. He's clear.
He is clear, but can Alonso get one up top? He does. Can he get back to the inside? Oh, boy. Miles is going to...
almost to the back bumper.
That was really close right there. Miles is going to keep that spot from Alonso, and now that allows us number 10 of Jason Albert to close in a little bit. And Unfortunately for Matthew Burnett, it was back up to 1 second again. So Seth Cole still winning a perfect race. He's not left his bottom at all in this race. And Burnett is really pushing it in his number 1 machine. And that middle lane is not too bad. See if he makes up any ground for it. He does a little bit. If he can win that second lane, it might help you. But if you won that fourth lane and get out of the groove, then that ruins all of the momentum and pace. It's been a clean and perfect race from Seth Cole from the pole. No mistakes from this 06 machine so far. And here's the thing I was worried about. Even though we have 16 cars instead of 24 here tomorrow in the ARCA race, might catch up to lap traffic fairly late here in this one.
Yeah, you say that, but we also have 8 laps this time by. Time is running out for Burnett and Seth Cole to see if he can secure his place, to see if he can wrap up a marvelous race, leading every lap. And I'm pretty sure he secured the fastest lap, to my knowledge. But Burnett, for him, time is running out. The one has actually run the fastest lap times. So, not a total grand slam, but a pretty clean race for Seth Cole. But as for Matthew Burnett and Shane Wensloff, time is running out. 6 laps to go. Lap traffic ahead. They are on the same straightaway. Will it play a factor?
I don't think it will. 5 laps to go. This race will probably end in a minute with these guys doing 12, 13 second lap times. Burnett just couldn't catch up in time. Burnett does have, I think, the faster car, and he has the fastest lap, but he has just made too many critical mistakes, and Seth Cole has made none. No mistakes from this number 06 machine at this point, and if he does that for 3 more laps, he's going to do a clean and perfect race. It's been a fantastic race, though, from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th on bat. It's just been a dominant performance from Seth Cole here today.
Absolutely. You said that if he continues this race clean and green for 2 more laps, he's going to win. I feel like if he racks up races like this championship is in the bag already. Coming out of turn 3 and 4, the white flag is in the air. 1 more laps to go here at Lanier.
Here we go. Seth Cole, dominant drive here today at Lanier. And it was not completely easy because Burnett had a challenge, but he kept on making mistakes. Seth Cole will open up the season for the Amsoil ARCA Series with the victory in the Reese's Big Cup 200.
Dominant. Absolutely dominant.
And well, I talked about this track being the short track on the season. That race only took, 15 minutes to do? I guarantee you that the rest of the races will not take that long. Or will not go by that fast. But what a fantastic race. It was a pretty solid one, though. We saw some good battles within the top 5, but Seth Cole just got out front and was able to pull ahead. He constantly had a 6 to 1 second lead, and I'm honestly very curious of what if Burnett was able to catch up to him, stop having the mistakes by going wide. Maybe Burnett could have had some for Seth Cole, but it was just not meant to be here today at Lanier.
Yeah, no, I mean, time was not Burnett's friend, and honestly, he was not his best friend throughout the race. He kept making costly mistakes and ended up biting him in the end. Unfortunately, Burnett comes home P2, but with that fastest lap that I believe he still held on to the very end, that's some bonus points, I believe.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, he's still P2 in the championship, so I mean, and it's only race 1. There's still a lot of chances. The fact that this race was 15 laps, it's nice bite-sized races. Your chicken nuggets in the oven are probably done. That's what I love about these races. So, very nice race, very clean, very entertaining one, and I cannot wait to see what this series brings for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely the quickest race of the season, I guarantee you that much. But Seth Cole will lead the points after this one by leading all of the laps. He's guaranteed going to get a bonus point for leading a lap and leading the most laps. So I believe he's going to have an 18 point 18 total points, and then Burnett, I believe, will get 16, and then runs off, well, 14, and Burnett will have 15. So Seth Cole will leave here with a clean sweep of 18 points, and Burnett will leave here with 15. Cole, Burnett, Winsoff, Haas, Miles, South 5, Alonso, Albert, Michaels, Marco T for top 10, and then Lopez, Harris, Silver, Perez, Gwen, and Miller rounds out the 16 card field. What's the final thoughts here at Lanier? It's a quick one, but it's definitely put on a decent show here for these drivers.
Yeah, but for all the fans that were watching, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're going home satisfied, walking in their cars, very satisfied. Seth Cole, absolute dominance. I mean, what can you say? This season, if he is as competitive as he was today, he's got this in the bag. The only place that he needs to look forward to is the sky, because that's where he's going. There's nowhere else but to go, but up.
Yeah, for sure. But can Seth Cole and that 06 team keep it up the remaining 6 races of the season? We just have to wait and see. Here's my question to you, Bronson. Um, Obviously this race is 50 laps. Small for the Amsoil ARCA Series is 63 laps and 24 drivers. Do you think we might see something similar to this, or do you think it might be a little bit more chaotic with more cars and more laps?
We saw there we were catching the back of the pack, which means that there will be probably we will probably catch the leaders will probably catch the back of the field probably like 5 7 laps shorter than you know today if this race would have gone on any longer. But I do think that lap traffic will play a factor, and that definitely needs to be something that the fans and drivers watch out for tomorrow night.
Yeah, for sure. Without a doubt, a pretty solid race here at Lanier. Seth Cole dominates, and we have to wait and see what happens here tomorrow for, I believe, the Reese something 250. I'm not entirely sure exactly of what the race name is, but oh no, I remember. It's the Reese PC's 250, I believe. So, huge thanks to Reese's for sponsoring both of these races here at Lanier. And until Halloween, for race 2 of the season for the Amsoil Series at Stafford. That, I think, will be a fantastic race at Stafford on Halloween. That's going to be wild for sure, and I have to see if Seth Cole can do another dominant one here at Lanier and transfer that over to Stafford. Thanks for once minute for joining me here in the booth, and until tomorrow for race 3 of the Amsoil ARCA Series at Lanier, we will see you guys next time for race 2 of the season for the Amsoil Series on Halloween at Stafford. Bye!
Bye bye.